Welcome to 2020, bitches. Alright, these are really hard to breathe in. Whew. Boy, oh boy, do we have a lot to go through. Hey, howdy, hello. Allison Chainmail here. And I've got some updates, I suppose. Tried filming an update video while I was in Colorado, but I was not in a good headspace. I'm just gonna redo it. Kinda dreading this video because I feel like there's so f***ing much that has happened that I've wanted to update you guys on. There's a lot to go over and I'm gonna forget shit. So, life. Life in all its wonders. Where I last left off, I think I was trying to move home, which full circle, really. This is a newly renovated room at my parents' abode. This used to be an attic, and now it is a cool little blue room. Where we last left off, I was in the middle of moving to Colorado after having dropped my whole life in LA. Rough process. I don't recommend dropping your career and leaving your friends, but I'm hoping that this will all work out in the long run. So I moved to Colorado, I signed a lease, I had a roommate, and luckily, sorry, I have ADHD and I'm not medicated today. I could leave the lease without repercussions if I found a replacement, so I ended up doing that. But I tried to move to Colorado, tried really hard to make shit work there. Colorado's a place I've always wanted to live. I think it's very beautiful. I always vibe with it, but this last year, I just didn't vibe with it. And I didn't plan to move to Colorado, so I had no savings and no preparations and was just floundering. I couldn't find any work and I was not hired for the gigs that I thought I was going to be hired for. We had a change of bosses while I was leaving the last company that I worked for, and so he was not down with remote workers and I was working remotely. I had a couple gigs that I flew back to California for. Really rough process going back to LA. I realized through that process that I fucking love LA. I love my friends. I love the life that I built for myself out there. However, I cannot dwell on that right now because of the way of the world as it is. So I was trying to make things work in Colorado. I started bartending again, but I was a back bartender, so I did not talk to customers and I did not make any tips. I was only making $14 an hour and I was dealing with some health issues. My health issues got a lot worse when I was in Colorado. I think it was due to the elevation. It's a nice time in Colorado. And I was not making nearly enough to cover my bills, so I ventured into other platforms for streaming and modeling in order to make ends meet. Do with that what you will. I was just falling behind financially and unable to get work in my field, and I wasn't happy. So let's do like a room tour. So you can see how destructive I am to my own mental health. My tactics of unpacking, it's remove everything from a box and apparently just put it on every fucking surface that's available instead of like away. But I ask you, where is away? My brain refused to let me settle. My room looked like a storage unit for most of my time in Colorado. I don't think it's that bad. There's been worse. There's worse ways to live your life. I was not happy. I was not doing what I wanted to be doing with my life. I was not following my career. I did not have time to make videos on YouTube, which is something I wanted to do. So I decided that I wanted to move back to LA. This was in like February. I was only about 6 months in to living in Colorado, and I was like, I need to get the fuck out of this state. I need to go back to LA. I need to try and fix my life and return it back to normal before it is too far gone. I was planning to be out of Colorado mid-March, have all my shit packed up. Hey Manny, you ready to go on another trip again? I missed out on a lot of family time, and that was kind of the point of trying to move from LA, was to be a little bit closer to family. I missed out on holidays because when you're a bartender, that's your busy season. So I wanted to spend a few weeks in Texas with my family, and then I was gonna move to LA by April, potentially working gigs and whatnot. That was my plan. Huh. World had a different plan. Nah. What ended up happening was my last day I worked in March also happened to be the last day for absolutely everyone else at my job, because my job was shut down due to the corona quarantine because it's a bar.
Today I'm announcing an executive order for all non-critical workplaces to reduce in-person workforces temporarily by 50%.
So it was everybody's last day, go figure. And that week I was leaving. Luckily I found a roommate replacement despite everything going on in the world right now. I made it back to Texas, and that's when everything was kind of fully locking down in the United States. And so I have been in quarantine with my family ever since, and I've just been going with the flow. Also, really excited to be reunited with Texas beers and ciders. Austin East cider is my favorite cider, and I have not been able to drink Texas beer or cider because they don't distribute outside of the state of Texas, which is a huge bummer because we have great beer. I'm very lucky to be here with my family. We're kind of in our own little bubble in a rural area in Texas, so we don't have to go anywhere. I haven't really talked about this, but it's been a part of my life, but I haven't really had direct correlations with my health issues with this. To my understanding, I have an autoimmune disease. It's called Hashimoto's. I was diagnosed with that when I was like 16. I have a goiter. My thyroid's like huge, but I don't have hypothyroidism or hyperthyroidism. That may come later as my monster thyroid gets more inflamed or broken down by my body attacking it. Hello, I'm making a video. Hi. Hi. That's my sister, you know her. We're together now. I'm doing an update video. There's a lot to cover. Are you drinking more? You look like a fucking ghost. Okay. I've been with my sister in quarantine. We are with my sister, my brother-in-law, her husband, my brother-in-law, my dog, her baby, my niece, and my parents. We're all under the same roof. Luckily they live in a big house so we can get away from each other when we need to. Update on my health. I've been feeling better because I'm at a lower elevation. I did a tilt table test. I might do a whole video just kind of elaborating what went down in the tilt table test. I kind of got this diagnosis over the phone because I couldn't go to the doctor, and he told me that I probably have vasovagal syncope, which I think is neurological, but all he kind of did was tell me to Google it, so I don't really feel like I have an in-depth analysis of what was going on with me. I'm feeling better out here in Texas. However, I don't have a job to hustle to or any of those active stressors. I've been skateboarding with my family. I've been trying to be active, been drinking more water, increasing my salt, doing all of these things that I am supposed to be doing. Actually, I stopped drinking so much water. I need to get back on that. I've been able to start taking my ADHD medication again, which is helping a lot with my fatigue, but fatigue has been the biggest issue, and I expected it to be a big issue. My ADHD kind of makes that a challenge to stick with a schedule, wake up on time, things like that, have a routine, but routine is also incredibly important for that. So I've been struggling with that. Like whenever I eat a meal, I'll have to take like a 2-hour nap after. It just really plummets my energy levels for a bit. I believe it is because all of my blood goes to my gut and I am having issues regulating my blood pressure and my heart rates and things like that. So I think that's why I get really tired whenever I eat. So some things that have happened this year. I had a booth with Changeling at TwitchCon, and it was a wonderful experience. The creative community at Twitch are so nice. A huge thank you to him to helping introduce me to people. I'm kind of shy when I'm around a lot of new people in public, and I've been in a really weird place this entire last year. And he introduced me to a lot of really awesome people that I don't think I would have talked to because I was in such a weird spot. I boothed at TwitchCon. I also boothed at a motorcycle convention. TwitchCon was more successful than the motorcycle convention, but I've just been trying to put myself out there and trying to actually sell my scale mail.
It's handmade, all handmade. It's so cute. Yeah, you made it for you. I like it. Wow. Can I wear? Can I try to wear? It's amazing. Wow! Johnny Snow! Just Game of Thrones, right? Wow! Dragon skin, right? Wow! Still is. Someone said still is. Police arrest me, okay? Dangerous, very dangerous. Criminals. Bye.
I've had some requests for commissions, but I don't think I can do them right now because we're all in quarantine and I can't get supply shipped, and I'm working with what little materials I have left, so I am not sure what's going to come of that. If you have any requests for tutorials, I might try and make some more with what materials I have left and do some hauls of the outfits that I do have made. Since I have no job and can't go out and do anything because I have an autoimmune disease and cannot get the corona, I have been unemployed. I've had time to post to YouTube regularly and I'm really enjoying it. YouTube is something that I had wanted to be able to focus on since I was well behind on many videos, and I'm finally having the chance to do it. That was one of the goals of moving in the first place, and I never got to make that happen because I was busting my ass trying to make money in Colorado. How you doing? Well, you know, just life's been really hard and I can't get work and it's just bullshit. So what else did I do this year? I went to Comic-Con.
Just want a selfie with the stepper. I want everybody to know I was at Comic-Con. Look, I'm at Comic-Con. Fuck Thanos.
To the cons that I normally go to.
Hello, we are at Vidcon. It says 10. For what, Ellie? Am I in Team 10? There's a lot of people in Team 10 now. They're just hiring like crazy.
Are you guys proposing to each other?
Don't film her, remember?
Oh, that is the way to
An empty glass.
Well, usually it's full.
But that's after the wedding, Allie.
Team 10.
Team 10.
Team 10. I didn't cosplay.
My name is Barbara Gordon, and I'm at Comic-Con in the great San Diego. Batman, you don't have to turn on the bad light. Barbara, what the fuck are you doing?
I have also got the ukulele right before quarantine, so I've been learning how to play that. I've been TikToking more, trying to do things to occupy my brains. For I can't help falling in love with you. Kind of held off on that. I need to pick up the ukulele again. Part of ADHD is accepting that you will pick up things and put them down and then pick them up again. Started therapy on BetterHelp. Have been pretty happy with that experience so far. I'm fine. Yeah, this year's just been really weird and all over the place, and I feel like I have just constantly been adapting. It's just been a wild ride of a year so far. So Corona is not really phasing me all that much. All I can do is lock myself away and try not to get the Rona because I don't know what it's gonna do to my health further. I am possibly still dealing with health issues related to mononucleosis that I had when I was 17 years old. Some of these dysautonomy things that I am experiencing might be related to having mono in the past mixed with an autoimmune disease. I know even less than I did before. The last time I filmed this video was before Corona and I was like, I don't know what's gonna happen, and now I'm like, well, I really don't know what's gonna happen now. I thought I was gonna be able to go back to LA. Don't know. I don't know how the job market's gonna be affected by it. A lot of my friends have lost their jobs and we don't know when the film industry is gonna be able to rebound. So, might be here forever. Might die of Corona next year. You never fucking know. Life is what it is and I'm just gonna do the things I want while I can. So, that's where I'm at in life. How about you? I hope you guys are doing all right before, during, and after the Rona. I hope you guys are able to get your jobs. I hope your family situations are doing okay, and I hope your loved ones are staying safe. So, that is all I have for you. Look forward to more videos because I'm trying to post weekly now. Yeah. Comment if you want to know more about anything, if you want links to other sites, Leave a comment if you have any requests for videos. I might actually be able to make them and help a kid out. This is all I got going on, so please like and subscribe if you like my stuff. It would help me out greatly. This is all I got right now. Catch you guys on the flip side, wherever that flip side is. We'll catch it together.